Hey guys, it's Andrew from the blog Pine and Prospect Home, and today I want to share a new piece with you all that's in our dining room. As most of you probably already know, we lost my grandfather a little over a month ago now, and we have just now begun the process of going through his things, trying to decide what needs to be donated, what can be sold, what we would like to keep. And I'm sure you all know, if you've ever gone through this, what a difficult thing it is, because you want to keep everything, because everything seems special. Anyways, there have been a few pieces from his home that I have been blessed, and I'm so thankful to be able to have. And I know I've shared a few of them with you already. The duck decoys that are near our fireplace on those shelves. You saw a sneak peek of them last week when I shared our fireplace mantle. And then also, you may have noticed that little copper pot sitting next to our little stove there in the fireplace, and that was my grandfather's as well. And there are different things sprinkled throughout the home that I'll share with you in these next few weeks as I show you my Christmas decor. But the piece that you see behind me is probably the largest and one of the most special items that I was able to take for our home. And when we first got it, it was very dark and it had a shiny finish on it, which I wasn't in love with, but the shape of the dresser was just so beautiful to me that I couldn't let it go. I wanted to incorporate it somewhere in my home. So I had my husband take the dresser outside. Sometimes I think it's better to strip a piece of furniture just so you don't lose the character of it. But I tested a few small areas on the dresser with some sandpaper, and since the finish came off so easily, I told my husband, let's just try to sand it before we strip it and see what it looks like. So he went to town and sanded the whole thing down for me, and really it turned out so beautiful. Just this really rustic looking wood tone, and you could still see some of the crevices and dark spots, and I love the fact that the coloring is different all over the dresser, and it just turned out absolutely gorgeous. More beautiful than what I was ever expecting. So I have always loved the dresser that was in our dining room before. It's a piece that I found at a garage sale, actually, probably the first year we moved into this home. So it's been something that I'm very used to. I've had it for years. I never really thought about replacing it. But I had to try my grandpa's dresser in here just to see if I liked it. And it is a completely different look, completely different feel. The dresser before was very light and airy, and this dresser has a much more rustic feel to it with the wood. But the shape of it, the scallops, the brass handles, it is just absolutely gorgeous. And I wanted to show it to you today. And I know a lot of times when I put videos together and I make changes in my home, I will get comments about how you guys liked it better before, or how I never should have changed things. And I understand that, and I know that I very well could go back to the original dresser that I had in here. Maybe it's just the holidays, and maybe it's just me missing my grandpa, that I just love seeing this piece in my dining room. I know it's a lot of wood tones in here with the wood table, the wood chairs, the brown wicker chairs. My corner cabinet is sort of a brown gray color as well. So I realized that. And one of the things that I did to try to break up all of those brown tones was to bring my ruggable rug back into this space. I don't know if you guys remember, I got that rug last year, right before Christmas time actually. And it's just a soft gray color, and I think it really helps in this space to break up all of the browns. We actually got a new rug for my living room, and you saw a few sneak peeks of it in my last video of our Christmas mantle. That rug is actually from Target. It's by the new Studio McGee line. It's been out of stock for weeks, and it finally became available. And I'd had my eye on it forever. I just thought it was a beautiful rug, and I finally went for it. It was so affordable for an 8x10 rug that I snatched it up. And I know I had a lot of people asking where that was from in my last video, so that's the rug that went into our living room space for now. In order to decorate my grandpa's dresser for Christmas and get it ready for the holidays, I just cut some fresh cedar, and I love the way the fresh cedar branches look just laid across the top of it. Inside the cedar, I like to sprinkle some ornaments, and I usually stick to neutrals for my Christmas decor, so I chose to go with things like golds and silvers, mercury glass, and of course I included some fairy lights as well to give it that magical touch. I hung some cedar from the mirror above the dresser as well, and even though these DIY shelves and the mirror don't match every tone in the dresser perfectly, there are different tones in the dresser that do match my wood shelves and the mirror, so I think they work together. And I really love the way the wood pops so beautifully against the white board and batten. A lot of you guys noticed in my Christmas cocoa bar video that I put a tree in my dining room for Christmas. And I just love having a tree in this space. It's a really small one. It's this beautiful, like, sparse tree that I found at Walmart, and it was so affordable. I will put a link for it in my blog post so you can go check it out, but it's the perfect little tree for this corner. And I hung my thrifted ornaments on there. Everything on this tree is thrifted, but it adds this beautiful, just magical glow in here, which I love so much. What you'll notice a lot in my dining room is a mixture of woods and whites. I love woods and whites together. And then during the holidays, I especially like to incorporate metal tones. So those Santa candy molds I'll have tucked into my shelves, and then of course a pop of green. So you'll see some cedar here and there. I actually got some really cute little cedar trees from the dollar spot at Target this year. You guys have to go pick some up. They were $1 each, and they're so pretty, and they just add this beautiful touch of green to my dining room shelves. Of course, I talked about ribbon in my thrifty Christmas decor video. I love adding ribbon everywhere during the Christmas season, and I hung some on my lantern in here with some fresh cedar. I'm not quite decorating this space, and I'm trying to really savor every moment and just enjoy the process and not rush it just to get it done, which is really hard sometimes when I'm blogging. My mom and I were just talking about this a couple days ago. She said, don't allow your blog to take the joy out of this season. You love Christmas, you love decorating in this season, and just, taking time to enjoy every moment. So I'm still playing with decor and messing around with different corners, but for now, on my cutting board wall, I took some bells that I got at Walmart last year, and I tied some faux cedar into a little bundle with some ribbon and tied them up in the corner. And I think they look so pretty and pop so beautifully against that white and that wood on my cutting board wall. Right off the dining room into the kitchen, which is not completely finished yet. I'm still adding some Christmas touches. You might have noticed a butcher block there right underneath the chalkboard, and that was actually another one of my grandpa's pieces that we took, and I don't know if it fits well in my kitchen or if it takes up too much space, but for right now I think it looks beautiful there, and I'll probably keep it there for the Christmas season. Well, I'd love to know what you guys think of my dining space now that I am using my grandpa's dresser. I know that a lot of times you guys are honest with me and you tell me the truth and you tell me that you're not a fan or that you liked the old one better, and that's totally fine. But I still love to hear from you guys, and it means so much to me when you comment on my videos. If you'd like to know more about this dresser transformation, I'm going to include the type of sandpaper that my husband used and all of those different things over in the blog post. So head over to my blog. It means so much when you guys head to my blog. I know I tell you this a lot, but really, so much of blogging has to do with page views. And it means a lot to me when you guys click over there. If you enjoy what you see here, then my blog posts always have photos. So while YouTube is all video, my blog posts are filled with photos, and so you can head to my blog and you can pin my images and save them to your Pinterest board, and that literally does wonders for me and for my blog and my business, and it's such a huge support to our little family. So thank you so much for those of you that head to my blog and that comment on my posts and save my images. It means a lot. Well, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you are new to my channel, please be sure and hit that subscribe button. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.